it's like all these thoughts all of a sudden rushed in my head. What have I done? What am I doing? What just happened?
Hey friends, hola amigos, how's it going? If this is your first time seeing my face, hello, what's up? How are you? My name's Mariah. So, we're going to talk about Cyntoia Brown because her case has really been heavy on my mind lately just because of how viral her case went and all the celebrities that reached out and supported her. Even Kim Kardashian was one of the people, well, Kim Kardashian's lawyers were instrumental in her becoming free. And there's a lot of people out there that still question whether or not she was actually guilty of the crime that she committed. Cyntoia Brown is an author and a speaker. She was convicted of robbery and murder of Johnny Allen. Cyntoia was 16 and being involuntarily prostituted at the time of Johnny Allen's murder. He allegedly solicited her for sex, offering to pay her $150. She did state that during their encounter, she became uncomfortable, and that's what led to her shooting him. So on the night of August 6, 2004, 16-year-old Cyntoia Brown met Johnny Allen, 43 at the time, at the local Sonic Drive-In in Nashville, Tennessee. Cyntoia had been working there for like a little bit, and Johnny Allen was known for being a real estate agent and the local youth pastor. He approached Cyntoia that night and asked her if she was hungry and if she was down for any action. Cyntoia agreed, and they went out on a date that night. Now, there's a lot of friends and family of Johnny Allen who say that Johnny Allen would have never done anything like that. If he offered to pay for Cyntoia some food, it's because of him being a local pastor. He would never do anything. He's helpful for the community. But there was a lot of other minors who came forward that worked at the Sonic as well, who stated on several occasions that Johnny Allen did approach them flirtatiously and also try to go out on dates with them as well. So at some point during their encounter, Cyntoia shot Allen in the back of the head with her .40 caliber handgun that her pimp had bought her. She then stole $172 out of Allen's wallet and 2 of his guns. She then stole Allen's truck and fled, where she ended up ditching it at the Walmart and flagging down an SUV for a ride home. Cyntoia never denied shooting Allen, but she did argue the fact that it was self-defense. Cyntoia stated that Allen had intimidated her by repeatedly standing over her head and touching her while she laid in bed, and that she believed that Allen was reaching for a gun while they laid in bed with each other, which led her to shoot Allen in the back of the head with her .40 caliber handgun. Police stated that they had found no gun around or near Allen's bed, and based on the position of Allen's body, they believed him to already have been asleep at the time of the shooting. Forensics post-mortem noted that Johnny actually had been laying in the bed on his back with his hands behind his head and his fingers interlocked. So he was basically like, you know, sleeping. He must have been really fucking pleased with himself. Who sleeps like this? Johnny was in bed sleep like this, which is like icky to think about, because if he was really having sex with a minor, do you really want to be laid up in bed like, job well done after you got done fucking a minor? That's gross. But that's just my opinion, but also hopefully it's your opinion too, because that's fucking gross. Plus, the real confusion of like, when I was like reading and trying to figure out what was going on, the main confusion is, how is there accounts of him being shot in the back of the head, but he's laying on his back with his fingers interlocked like that? Did he like get shot in the back of the head and then she put him into that position? I don't know. I'm not in forensics, but I know it don't make sense. Anyways, so police also stated that on August 7th, after Cyntoia had got her ride, she asked the neighbor if he would take her back to Allen's house so that she could steal some more items, and the neighbor refused. The detectives also said that Cyntoia told the neighbor that she had shot a guy in the back of the head for $50,000 and some guns, and that she shot somebody in their head last night and blew their brains out. The detective further asserted that Cyntoia told the neighbor that she had just hit a fat lick that night, and by fat lick she meant a good little robbery, and that she had been waiting on a lick like that all week. Cyntoia was arrested and charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, homicide, handgun possession, and criminal impersonation. Despite her being 16 at the time, she was tried as an adult and convicted and charged on all counts and sentenced to life in prison. So on November 21st, 2017, Cyntoia's case went viral and started gaining a lot of attention from Kim Kardashian, Rihanna, LeBron James, and many other celebrities, with them supporting her release from prison. So on May 28th, 2018, the Tennessee Parole Board agreed to hear Cyntoia Brown's case. Now, only 2% of people that are trying to get clemency are heard by the Tennessee Parole Board. On that parole board, they were divided, with 2 agreeing to pardon her, 2 voting to grant Brown clemency with her already serving 15 years, 2 voting to deny, and with 2 voting to reduce Cyntoia's sentence from 51 years to 25 years. It would have taken her at least 51 years to be up for parole with the life sentence that she had carried, right? So on December 6, 2018, the Tennessee Supreme Court answered a question of law in conjunction with Brown's federal appeal, stating that she would be eligible for parole after serving 51 years, and argued the governor to release Cyntoia. One of the main reasonings why the Supreme Court did grant this motion is because of the fact that Cyntoia, at the time of her charge, she was a minor, and they didn't feel like that was fair for a minor to have to serve life, let alone have to serve 51 years before being up for parole. So I kind of feel like what they're saying is the way that she was tried was a mishandling of the case. So then, on January 7th, 2019, Governor Bill Haslam commuted Brown's sentence from life to 15 years plus 10 years suspended parole, and Cyntoia was released from prison on August 7th, 2019.
Cyntoia Brown became a free woman. She was released from prison where she spent half of her life, and this comes months after former Governor Bill Haslam commuted her murder sentence. Mo Hyder, live at the Tennessee Prison for Women this morning in Nashville. Huge day for her, Mo, because she's been there since she was just a teenager.
That's right, Adam, and during that time span, she really did turn her life around, and judging by what it looks like and what she's saying, she's going to continue on that path. It doesn't look like she's going to change things anytime soon. Now, we're told she wants some privacy for the moment before she speaks publicly for the first time, but she did release a statement. She does say, "I'm blessed to have a very supportive family and friends to support me in the days to come. I look forward to using my experiences to help other women and girls suffering abuse and exploitation." You do remember last year she gained a lot of national attention in the past year as well, thanks to parts of celebrities and social media. She says she was a victim of sex trafficking when she was hired for sex and killed a man when she was 16 years old. She was ultimately sentenced to life in prison, which some say was just unfair. Now, we're told she wants to use her story for a greater purpose. We learned this week she's working to release a book on her life. She also says she's going to continue her education here at Lipscomb University. And again, so far she's out of prison, and she does say she will be under parole supervision while she's out.
Governor Bill Haslam stated his decision came after careful consideration of what is a tragic and complex case, and further stated that imposing a life sentence on a juvenile that would require her to serve at least 51 years before even being eligible for parole consideration is too harsh. Friends and family of Johnny Allen on his Facebook support page did speak out and say that the repetition of Cyntoia Brown's lies ended up prevailing, and that's why she was freed from prison. My opinion is like one of confusion. The robbery part, it makes you confused, because you get the outrage from like why she would want to murder him, but then you don't understand it when you find out that she stole things from him and she hid out and she didn't report it to the cops. You know, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of factors that go into that, so I'm not going to dismiss any of it, right? If you are being forced into prostitution at a young age and then you have men, old, disgusting old men touching you constantly, I imagine you do have a fucking breaking point at some point, and you just want to get the hell out of there. So it's unfortunate that somebody had to lose their life. I will never condone murder, but I will also never condone pedophilia either. So that's just my opinion. I want to know y'all's opinion. Do you feel like she should have stayed in prison, or do you think that she deserved to be free? I don't know. Let me know. Anyways, if you happen to enjoy this video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Mariah, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.